For the vertical line test, I know that the word got hole punched out right here, but this is vertical line test. A method used to determine if a relation is a function or not. If a vertical line passes through a graph more than once, the graph is not a function. So in example 2, you'd want to graph these points first and then determine using the vertical line test if it's a function. So I'm going to go ahead and graph the points, -4, 2, -3, 1, 0, -2, -4, -1, and 1, 2. So using the front page information that we just did, this is not a function because I see that I have 2 -4's in my x value. So I know it's not a function. But if I use the vertical line test and I say, okay, well, I'm going to draw a vertical line where I see points. I see that there are 2 points on the same line here. So that right there says no, it's not a function. I can't have 2 or more points on a line. I only can have 1 point per line. So in part B, if I draw a line, I see I only have 1 point. Here, I have 1 point. Okay? 1 point. So since only 1 point is touching those green lines, yes, this is a function. Okay? In example 3, identifying functions using a graph, the last thing we do here is we are going to state all the ordered pairs right up here, and then we'll fill in this information. So I always go from the left to the right. So starting from the left, our first point we come to is -3, -2. And then I have a -1, 3. And then this one would be 0, but you go up a half, so 0.5. Then over 1 up 5. Over 2 up 3. And lastly, we have 2.5, and then they went down 1. So to write your domain, we're looking at our x values. And so I'm going to use set notation again. I would have -3, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 2.5. Then for the range, we're looking at the y values, so the second value. And if I go from least to greatest, -2 is my least, followed by -1, then 0.5, 3 written twice, so I only write it 1 time, and then 5. And ask if this is a function. And I'm going to say yes. If I look here, none of the x is repeated. If I draw a line, a vertical line anywhere on the graph, I see that only 1 point touches that line at any point on the graph. Okay? So we could say a few things. The easiest one would say, the reason it is a function is because it passes the vertical line test.